take a look at the official site. We have the countdown clock. So DC Fandome, 24 hours free for all fans. This is really amazing. And we can enter the multiverse. And they're actually promoting the multiverse in about 7 days, 18 hours, 35 minutes, and 35 seconds. Let's go ahead and make the schedule. It's going to be hard. And right here, we're on the schedule page. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pick everything that I'm interested in. I'm not sure if it's going to conflict with other times. As you can see, we have the Hall of Heroes, which is kind of like the Hall H of this event. And instead of it being limited to just, X amount of people that fit in Hall H, it's actually open to everybody, which is kind of crazy. I'm wondering how this platform is going to hold with that amount of people watching. So we got Hall of Heroes, we got the Watchverse, we got the Kidsverse, Uverse, Funverse, and Insiderverse. The only other thing I really might be interested in, I feel like I'm going to be sticking to Hall H most of the time, but we're going to take a look at all of these. So first of all, we got, it says 10 a.m. here, and by the way, depending on where you're watching from, guys, there's a filter button up here that you can see. You can change your time zones and your language and everything. So first of all, Wonder Woman 1984, that is a must. And if you click on it, let's see what it does. So we get some art here, and it talks about what they're going to actually do. They're going to answer questions from fans all over the world, talk fan art and cosplay. So anyone who's doing cosplay should have sent that in by now. I sent some in earlier. Earlier meaning a few weeks ago. And we'll talk about that later. But anyways, so that's definitely going to be added in. We got the Montreal game announcement. I'm super excited for the future. I'm super excited for the future of DC games. And sorry, I had to click off of that. So I'm going to definitely add that on. And there's, of course, talk of the new the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League game, and whatever Batman game is coming. So of course I'm going to be watching that. Sandman Universe, I know Darren's really interested in that. I'm not going to be putting that on there just in case there might be something else coming up. Multiverse panel, since they're introducing the multiverse, I'm going to go ahead and add that on. Flash panel, and let's look at this Flash panel. There's no artwork for introducing Flash. So it's going to be a conversation with Andy Muschietti and Barbara Muschietti, the director and producer of this Flash film. Is Ezra Miller going to be in this panel? It looks like he is going to be. Are they going to address the whole choking a woman situation? Either way, I do want to see Ezra. Some people might call me a hypocrite in a lot of different ways, but I do want to see Ezra. I want to hear his side of the story. Does he regret it? Are we going to get a full explanation of the situation? I don't know if we're going to get that. I really don't know, but we got Christina Hodson, who I think wrote Birds of Prey, I think she wrote the Bumblebee movie, and it looks like she's going to be the writer here. So if you were a fan of Birds of Prey, it should be exciting. If you were not a fan of Birds of Prey, I could see how you might be worried about Christina Hodson. But again, this Flash movie's been in development hell for quite a long time, so I really want to see what she has to say. So that is for sure going to be added, not added onto the calendar. I'm going to add it onto my schedule. Batman Beyond? What? What is going on? So, Intercept, a broadcast from 1966 Batman show. Okay, it's only 5 minutes. I'm definitely going to add that on. And as you can see, the panels last from anywhere from 5 minutes to, I think, 30 minutes is the max. And I believe this next one we have here, Suicide Squad, is one that is going to be a full 30 minutes. So this is something James Gunn's been hyping up on Twitter. I'm sure he's going to deliver, especially because, with his whole past, him finally switching to DC and just him getting a second chance at things, he's going to deliver. He's been working on this for a while. I'm going to add it to my schedule. And he has so many people that I'm sure is going to appear in this panel that they got to give him a long panel. So what is that, 12 p.m.? Oh, it doesn't say the time on here, but I know his panel is going to be long. Females Color Within DC Universe panel. Females of Color. Let's maybe save that slot for another thing. Maybe Legacy of the Bat. Okay, what's Legacy of the Bat? Calling all Batman fans. It's only 15 minutes. I'm a big Batman fan. Of course, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, we got Joker putting on a happy face. What is this? Interviews. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and add that on. Supervillain fan art. Jim Lee doing some supervillain fan art. So, maybe you'll put that on. Let's go ahead and put that on there. DC Comics panel. So we have the surprise comics panel. This is 20 minutes. We don't know what this is. This is probably going to be one of those surprise movie announcements that they left on. They left on the schedule that they kind of teased a while ago, and I'm not sure. Only if you were on like Google Chrome, you could see that option that there was going to be a surprise announcement. For sure, I'm going to be there for that. Batman voices behind the cowl. The Snyder Cut of Justice League. Definitely need to see that. 2:45. I'm going to add that in. Okay, you already know that. I think this is going to be the star of the show, the Snyder Cut of Justice League. We're going to get a full trailer. It looks like it's going to be 25 minutes. And people like Grace Randolph on YouTube kind of talked about how she's seen the trailer already. We just got the image of Steppenwolf finally, and this is gonna tear down the house. I'm really excited. Black Adam panel, I'm there. CNN heroes, real life heroes of the age of the coronavirus. Don't need to watch that. To be announced. What is this to be announced at 3:50 p.m.? Again, is this another surprise? Who is it going to be? It's going to be at 3:50, right after it looks like the Black Adam panel. Could Henry Cavill show up to this particular? Could Henry Cavill show up to this particular panel? I think so. Let's do that. The Aquaman panel. Let's see what's happening there. Aquaman director. I don't think Jason Momoa is going to be in here, but I loved this movie, so I'm going to definitely add that in. And who knows, Jason Momoa might show up. And I wonder if they're going to talk about any of the cosplay there. But anyways, Harley Quinn, I haven't started watching the show. I started watching episode 1, but didn't really get to finish it. Everyone loves this show. I know Darren loves this show. Haven't started it yet, but I heard it's wonderful. I got to get on that. Tomorrow Superheroes with Jim Lee. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to put the Shazam panel and speed this up a little bit. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Definitely going to watch that. Batman panel. It looks like this is one of the last panels. 30 minutes. And we are going to get some surprises from Matt Reeves. Look, it even says it right here. With a surprise or two for the fans. Could we be seeing Catwoman? Are we going to see more images of the Batsuit or a villain surprise? Or could that, a surprise or two, could that be Two-Face? Who knows? I'm going to be watching that. Wonder Woman 1984 encore panel for sure. There's a bunch of encore panels. So I'm going to put these encore panels on there. Yeah, so that's my schedule so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the full schedule and just maybe some other things that are going on in the fandom. So we already looked at the Hall of Heroes, and it looks like the Batman panel and the gaming panels, like the two last panels on there. But anyways, the Watch First is going to be a place where, again, you can only. This is not going to repeat. So if you want to watch some of the stuff, I don't think it's going to repeat. So you're going to have to get in there and watch. But I'm not going to be spending time watching all this stuff. I do a lot of the stuff you can either watch on the DC Universe app or in the future HBO Max. But we got like the Superman Man of Tomorrow world premiere, which is going to be cool. I can't believe they're doing that. But I do want to be at the Hall of Heroes, basically. So the Uverse, so it looks like there's going to be a virtual run. That's pretty crazy. Cosplay and fandom, and again, I mentioned that I turned in my cosplay stuff. Again, nothing crazy out there. If I get a shout out or if I get a display on the website, that'd be cool. Here was the cosplay I did of Black Adam during my events. I've cosplayed as the Flash before, but that was my Black Adam, Black Manta. That was my this was my cosplay. Oh, this is me doing an announcement at one of my events. Anyways, I turned that in, and I turned a video of me making the costume in there. So that'd be cool if I'm featured on there somehow. But anyways, cosplay is not, that's not my thing too much, but I do enjoy doing it sometimes. Now, and then we got the Insiderverse. It's Insiderverse. It's going to be featuring a lot of artists and people in the industry, it looks like. I'm not going to be able to spend a lot of time there, especially because I'm going to be mainly focused on the movie stuff. So yeah, that's mainly everything that's going to be in DC Fandome. How excited are you guys to watch this? Let me know in the comments down below. Are there any panels that I'm going to be at that you're not going to be at, or vice versa? Let me know what you guys think about it. Were you underwhelmed or overwhelmed with joy after seeing this? I know I've only seen a few people that were underwhelmed, but I'm pretty excited for this. And lastly, the only thing I want to talk about is Jim Lee. Jim Lee did give his first interview about the DC universe, especially after the massive layoffs. I'll just read a quote from this Heroic Hollywood article, but we'll just touch on exactly what the takeaway was from his interview. It says the original content that is on the DCU is migrating, DC Universe apps migrating to HBO Max. Truthfully, that's the best platform for that content. That amount of content you get, not just DC, but generally from Warner Media, is huge and the best value proposition. If I'm allowed to use that marketing term, we feel that is a good place for that. In regards to the community and experience at DCU, created all the blacklist content, something like 20,000, 25,000 titles, and the way it connected with fans 24/7, there's going to be a need for that. So we're excited for the transform and to transform it, and we will have more news on what that will look like. It's definitely not going away. So basically, another person on Twitter kind of just summarized the whole interview and what it meant, and what this person, Luis Fernando, on Twitter had to say. Said basically the 3 points you got to sum up is comics division is shrinking and evolving, but not ending, which is kind of a relief. His job title is the same, but with more responsibilities, talking about Jim Lee. And lastly, he's helping DC become more global and digital. And again, it seems like digital is the future of the game. To be honest, especially during this pandemic, I've been going to the comic store less and less. I've only been there maybe twice since the pandemic started and shelter in place started, and I feel really bad about that, not being able to support the local comic book shop. And I really do miss it. I've been kind of falling behind on some of the comics I've been following, but I do have the DC Universe app, and I've been catching up on other comics. So in that regard, I'm still keeping up, but digital, I'm starting to really integrate into digital myself. So it sucks. I have the DC Universe app. I'm definitely going to be getting HBO Max soon, especially if when all of this transfers over. Hopefully the comics transfer over too, because I do enjoy reading the DC comics on there. Anyways, what do you guys think about this whole situation with DC Universe ending and the whole debacle? I know we did a video on that previously. Let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, that's the end of today's video, at least this video. I'm going to be doing another part 2 to Darren's video about Ray Fisher and the Jeff Johns situation. I do want to end this video by saying, again, I do have another channel. I'm going to link it at the end of this video. If you can please subscribe, that would be great if you were interested in following my personal channel. But also subscribe to this channel. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Thanks, guys. I will catch you guys later. Peace.